Hey, g'day friends, it's Lance Klessig here today with Sheldon Luehmann, who farms just outside of Altura and Lewiston, Minnesota. And we're out in a field that you're planting soybeans into boot stage rye, and then the plan is to roller crimp that here in a couple weeks. But before we do that, I guess tell us a little bit about some of the crops you grow, that type of thing.
Yeah, corn, soybeans, alfalfa, and cover crops.
Great, great. And you also played around with some interseeding last year in some of your corn, is that right?
Yeah, I did about 15 acres of interseeding and 30-inch rows last year. So
great. And you're going to try 60s is what I heard as well.
yeah, I did about 12 acres this spring of 60s.
Okay,
yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So Sheldon is an innovator, likes to try different things. I think that's fair to say. So also one quick question is how many years have you been messing with cover crops and no-till?
I've been farming this is my fourth spring and second year no-till cover crops.
Great, great. And maybe give us a couple of the benefits that you see when we're farming with with covers like this.
For me, it's mainly erosion control. I really don't like washouts in fields. People don't know how much soil you really lose in a little washout.
Yeah.
And that drives me nuts. So that's the biggest one for me.
Great, great. All right, so then maybe let's specifically talk about the field we're standing in. What's the history the last couple years, I guess?
Yep, so this one was 4 years alfalfa.
Okay.
Last year came out, no-tilled corn into it for silage.
Okay.
It got chopped off, and I seeded rye into it within a week of it being chopped.
Okay, so that would have probably been, what, middle or end of September, something like that, roughly?
Yeah, something like that. I think, 20th or something.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. And what equipment did you use? Do you have a no-till drill?
I wish. No, I just have I just use a very simple, plain Jane, conventional 8300 John Deere drill.
Okay, just so a conventional grain drill, basically.
Very basic.
Great,
yep.
Great.
And you can see it worked pretty good.
Yeah, you have an awesome stand. How many pounds and what is this? This is Syrah rye, but how many pounds did you seed?
I shot for 120. I think it came out about 125-ish.
Okay.
So by the end of it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And so today you're planting soybeans, but tell us a little bit more about some of the details there.
Yeah, we're no-tilling soybeans into rye at about 140,000.
Okay.
And shooting for about 1.5 inch depth. Okay. So
great. And maybe walk us through, you're planting with a 1750 Deere, but what have you done to help you no-till into covers?
Yeah, so it's a conservation planter, so it's got heavy-duty down pressure springs.
Okay.
I actually took the no-till coulter off.
Sure.
And I put on STP opening blades. They have the serrated edge on them that helps cut through this residue, you would say.
Yep, armor residue.
Yeah. And also fractures the sidewall pretty well. And then I put on Copperhead Furrow Cruiser spiked closing wheels. And that's it, all I've done.
Great.
Yeah.
And what year, I mean, it's what, a 20-year-old plant or something like that?
It's a 2001, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, about 20 years old. Yeah.
She's not new.
So essentially you're taking what you have, you didn't go out and buy a new planter.
Nope.
You put on some components, but I mean, that was relatively, inexpensive to do that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yep.
Okay. And so then in about 3 weeks or so, I mean, we're at boot stage right now. The seed head is just about ready to pop out of the flag leaf sheath here. Yep. You're gonna roller crimp, and tell us a little bit more about that, I guess.
Yeah, so that's like a roller that's got, I don't know how you explain, the metal fins kind of that blades will crimp the rye, similar to like a crimper in a haybine, essentially, and that will lay the rye flat and the soybeans as well, but the soybeans will be hopefully around V2, V3, and they'll be flexible enough to pop back up, and the rye will not.
Yeah, awesome. And what's the goal there? What's one of your goals with trying this?
For sure, eliminate one herbicide pass.
Okay.
Potentially all of it. I mean, I'm not organic, so I mean, I can still come in and spray if I have to.
Yep.
But for sure, my goal is to eliminate one herbicide pass, and then just to have that mat of dead rye armor the soil.
Sure. And then, we're going to be hot this summer. Like every summer, you're going to have a nice mat, but it's also going to hold your moisture, keep those beans from drying out, that type of thing, which is another benefit.
Yeah, hopefully keep the topsoil moist and cool.
Yep. Right. Great. And so maybe lastly, as we wrap up, how will you judge if this is successful in your opinion?
If it's similar within 15% of my other yield, of my other normal no-till beans, and there's no harvest issues, that'd be one thing.
Sure.
And then what else? If the soil doesn't erode, that's the main thing. Right.
Yeah. And when you look down, you have some tremendous biomass. We measured it before we started the video, and it's 2 foot, 26 inches, even up to 28 if you stretch the leaves up. So this is going to get to be shoulder height approximately before you probably roll it down.
It'll probably double.
Yep. For sure. For sure. So I just wanted to give you all a taste of what we're doing out here, what Sheldon's experimenting with, and that's just part of the game. So I want to say thanks for joining us. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next video, friends.